welcome to Under the Hood Sports. I'm your host with the most, Johnny Hill. Hey man, say man, I got one of my brothers on Under the Hood Sports original member, man. A guy who always supported from day one. My boy, Javon Ivory. What's up, Cinco? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Was good.
Hey man. So for the audience who don't know, man, who he is, man, he's Mr. Head Tap, man. If it's a contested ball, he will get it, man. Hey,
Hey.
but my brother, man, I want first off, man, on this player spotlight, I just want to give you your flowers, man. You've been working hard, especially during this draft process, man. One of an underrated receiver in this up and coming draft, man. People haven't been paying attention, but they will be, man. A guy who anybody who gets in when you go to anybody camp or anything right there, they gonna know like, yeah, this man he sticks out. So Javon, first off, welcome to the show, man. Also, man, tell the audience how you feeling, man, how everything been going. You for the audience who also don't know, played at the University of Memphis, as then transferred from Memphis to South Alabama. Now, of course, getting ready for this draft. So, how you been feeling? How your draft process? How you been doing mentally?
Man, I appreciate that intro real time. I had to go
Yeah.
ahead and say thank you to that. But I've been feeling good, man. Just blessed. You know what I'm saying? I got breath in my lungs, got my feet on the ground for another day. I mean, draft process been everything that I probably would not have hoped for in the beginning, but like just now going through it and just being grateful for it. I mean, I'm happy. I mean, I have an opportunity to be in the NFL still. To this day, draft haven't came yet. I mean, never know what the opportunity may lay, where it may fall, or what it may lead me to in the direction where I need to go. So, everything's really just on the uphill for me for right now. For the process wise, I'm actually working. I have a job. I'm no agent through the process. Just right now, just trusting God as being my agent right now. You know, He gonna direct me to the right person if that whenever that person come. I've been working doing like really a blue collar job, working at a shipyard. So I've been doing that and training at the same time. So it's been a lot. You can probably say I'm doing a lot for myself right now. Just a lot because some people can have the stress load and be like, man, how you able to do that and play football? But it's whatever you put your mind to and put God first, then what can you go wrong with that? So I could say that's been my leading force throughout this whole process, just putting God first and letting Him take care of all the rest.
Man, and he always take care of the rest, man. And he always one thing, my God, man. He no matter he knows the work you putting in. He knows your heart.
Mm.
He knows what you would do when the blessing do come to you. So one thing I do know about you, man. Ever since knowing you at the University of Memphis, man, and really becoming really close with you, and also a friend with you. You a
Yeah.
guy who's always been humble, always been stand up type of guy, always a leader, always brought that energy, the swag, all of that to his game. So it's all about fit, man. Right fit,
Mhm.
right opportunity, and right time. And Javon, for any team who take a chance
Mhm.
on you, what type of player are they getting?
Man, they getting a player that's gonna will come out there and work every day, just like you said, a high energy guy. Gonna always have a smile on his face, bring positivity around the whole building. I mean, I'm somebody that you just want on your team, regardless of the fact. Like I'm very coachable, somebody that's gonna listen to what every detail that you tell me. I'm gonna try to do it to the best of my ability. I mean, I'm a person that's gonna listen more than you speak. You got one mouth, you got two ears. You feel me? So it's gonna be you gonna get a all around player, man. That's all I can really say.
Javon, looking back on your career, you had some highs, had some lows, went through
Mhm.
a went through some injuries, right? But they
Yeah.
never derailed you. They never
Right.
stopped you from accomplishing what you wanted to accomplish. So, talk about the perseverance, being somebody who have multiple shoulder injuries as well, and
Mhm.
still play through it,
Oh yeah,
still work through it. So,
man,
talk about that, man.
man. Like it's the game is way bigger than me, and so like it's so many things that I could just be like, man, I could just wear on myself and just be like, man, my shoulder hurt. Like, I'm finna make sure I'm good more than anything else in this whole thing, because I'm the driving force towards this
Yeah.
whole goal, right? That could be me being selfish, but it's way bigger than me, man. It's like I'm gonna give my all into everything, bro. Like that year of me getting my first start,
Yeah.
like that 2020 year, like. I would have never thought being able to become a starter that year would bring up so much hurt throughout that whole time. Like it's gonna be so much that gonna like even in the upbringing, it's gonna be some things that gonna try to pull you down, and God gonna test your faith in Him and see what happens with the rest of it. So I kept faith in Him throughout everything I did throughout that whole entire process. Tore my labrum, fall camp, playing doing one on ones. I had a great day that day as well. Torn labrum, pulled the arm out the socket during one on ones. Uh, came back in that same exact practice, still killing practice. Put the sully on, took me a little pain pill, and right back to practice I went. Boom, finished up practice that day. Like I can't like I love the game so much that nothing is gonna really derail the fact that I'm not gonna perform at my best ability that I can. I'm gonna give you each day in and day out my best in everything I do. So it's just not like I'm gonna be like, man, forget that I'm hurt. I'm shouldn't just sit down. Like, nah, this is bigger than me because I got family members, I got friends, I got people that's counting on me. Which I'm a people person. I'm always put my best foot forward for somebody that I always gonna put that best foot forward into me. This pro like whatever team that comes and put they best foot forward for me, like pick me. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be me giving my respect and homage back to them. Like I'm gonna always give my all each and every day. So just knowing that I had to be able to do all that and get through it, and now I'm through that, and got other people that's going through the same thing. I can really coach them up throughout their whole process of not giving up, of not shutting down, not letting it be the end of their whole thing, just letting it be a driving force to what they got coming in the future. Because God always got plans for the future.
For sure. And Cinco, like going back to that 2020 year, a lot of stuff happened, man.
Mhm.
You broke out onto the scene. Taj broke out. Also,
Yeah,
Calvin broke out. All three y'all broke out, especially during that UCF game. Y'all,
that was the first start. That was the
yeah,
crazy thing about it.
yeah, yeah. A lot of memories, man. That game, man, and what
Yeah.
that game was just electric in the Liberty Bowl, man. That
Yes,
was
bro.
that was my first season working with Memphis football. Like coming to that whole program and meeting everybody, and got some long relationships from that 2020
Yeah,
year.
thanks.
But it was just amazing to see you shine and perform and do your thing, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
But
It's like,
also, go ahead, Singo.
yeah, I would say, bro, it's like I just like coming into college that 2019 year, not knowing Calvin, but getting to know Taj a little bit, cause we came in the same class, and we used to just have those talks in our dorm room. When it wasn't even a dorm, it was an apartment, right across the street from the dorms, but. Um, we were just out there. We were just like, man, bro, we're gonna play in that game. We're gonna win. Like when we play UCL, we're gonna play. We're gonna really be the ones that's gonna win that game, bro. Like, and Taj used to be like, yeah, bro. Like, I can't wait to play in that game. Like, it's just gonna be the atmosphere is just gonna be crazy. Like, we already knew about the rivalry and everything between those two teams, and then when that week actually came to the point where it's like, Gerard, you started. I'm like, whoa, like. Cause it was midweek, like middle of the week on that Wednesday. Like they hit me with it. Thursday walk through Friday. We just getting ready to clean up everything before the game, and then Saturday game day. I'm like, oh now, and I'm moved to a whole different position. Like I'm
Yeah, you
put
went to
into
the slot. You went to the
yeah,
inside.
they put me in the slot. I'm like, oh snap! So now I gotta know switch my whole mindset from being on the outside to the inside. Guess what, God put it in my favor, man. It's just crazy how all that really happened. Got my first touchdown that game, my first start. It was like, wow, May's Sports in the top 10. Like it was just everything like a blessing in disguise. So it's just like I can't question nothing that God has for me, bro. Like it's just surreal. Like it just keep putting it put a smile on my face every time I talk about that. It's just crazy how it all just came apart, like came together. Just
And
looking back at that, bro.
and looking back, I feel like that made you a better receiver too, because to be honest, you was on the outside, you went to the inside. You was a guy, Cinco, who can play it all. Not
Yeah.
just outside, you can't play inside receiver. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like that overall, like along with your twitch, made you a whole better receiver as well. Let's go ahead and transition, Cinco.
All right.
To the best year statistic wise that you had was 2022.
Yeah.
So what about that season made it your best? And the number said it is you had 46 yards, 586. I mean 46 reception, 586 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So what made that year? What did you most remember about that year?
Um, most thing I remember that year, I had a lot of hardship that went through that year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, from my grandma passing, long live her. Just from going through my I had tried doing a lot of moving and everything like that, and had to lost everything and my from moving through my U-Haul, getting stolen and all that type of stuff. And it was just things just kept had a car accident. Like it was just stuff just kept falling. Like it just stuff just kept piling up on me. And I'm like, man, I gotta get something out of this year. Like at least put my best foot forward like I always do. And it was just like either you're gonna let this make break you or you're gonna let it make you. So it's just like, come on, bro, like go ahead and put everything into this season like no other season you had before. Like throughout this other 2020, from my starting of 2020 all the way up to that 2022 year, bro, like I was learning so much throughout those years. Cause like you said, I had injuries and stuff like that. And that was like my first year coming in fresh of no injuries. Like 2020, come that spring was healthy. Didn't have to sit out that spring because I only had one spring really. If you think about it, while my years of being in Memphis, I came into the summer of 2019, 2020. Yeah, yeah, coming in 2020, that was my first spring really. So I only had two springs, and then coming into 21, I couldn't do spring because I had my surgeries on my shoulders. Coming into the season of 22, uh, that's when I came in right really healthy again. Like I got both of my arms, not having to be in no slings each and every time after a game or after a practice or anything like that, and trying to rehab my way back. So it was just being able to know I got full control of everything that's going on at that moment, that's when I was like, okay, now since you got that, take that as a driving force and not be in the position you was 2, 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, it's just like what I was saying. Like if you're gonna either let it make you or let it break you, and I chose to let it make me, and that was like my being able to come out each and every day and give my all and make the best plays. That was like everything to me. So I was like, just try to make the best play each and every day, and stay positive. And I was building my positivity up that year too as well because I had a whole lot, like I said, family deaths. I had death in my family, things that were going on outside of football with things with my U-Haul and car accidents and stuff like that. It was just a lot going on that year, and I just glad that I able to get through all that. Really,
Man, a lot of things people don't understand that athletes, y'all are like real people, just like everybody else. Like everybody go through life, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
Everybody go through trials and tribulations, and it's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all had to
yeah,
rise up.
it's a lot of pressure. I ain't gonna lie. Like I felt like I had, you know, how people have in the movies when they be trying to get rid of people, they put bricks on their chest and put them underwater. Like it just felt
Yeah,
like I was just getting pushed down further and further and further. But it was somebody that just had their hand just sitting up under me, just like this. Like, nah, I got you. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep raising you up. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna raise you up. And it's like, bro, it felt like I was just sitting in one spot for so long, but at the same time, I was still progressing myself forward in a sense.
Man, I'm telling you, man, like I be going through a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
easy going to after losing your granny and then you have to go to practice, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
then
like,
lock in on school, you know what I'm saying? Then go
yeah,
to the
like,
meeting here, then do this. Like a lot of times, like you have to push a lot of your emotions and your feelings down, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
So
mhm.
it's hard to like to go through all that. That's just a lot at one time.
Yeah,
And then on top of that, man, you have to play football and you gotta perform.
gotta perform, got to perform. That's the way you gonna make your money. That's the way. It's just like going to like it's crazy. It's good that I'm seeing it now from different. That's why I say I thank God making everything happen for a reason, bro. Like I have a job, like a real job right now. Like I'm literally working at a shipyard. Like they don't care about none of all this stuff. I mean, they probably do, in like just from being a human, natural human standpoint. But from when it comes to being at work, you got to be at work and you got to do your job. It doesn't matter if anything else is going on in the world. If you can't do your job, then you cannot be here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the fact of being able to perform at practice. Like if you're not able to perform at practice, then what's the point of you being at practice? What's the point of you being up front? What's the point of you being that person that's, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have somebody else that's gonna take your spot.
Yeah.
And that's just the natural part of the game. And that's what people can fail to realize. And then you be like, oh man, he just not even messing with me. But nah, that day you was dropping passes, that day you was not performing at their best ability, but you've been doing it for weeks now. So now the team ain't progressing and you not progressing. You actually knocking yourself down as you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta be able to try to put everything like categorize everything up into points of the day where you can feel your emotions out. Like in practice, your emotions are there, but you just can't just lash them out freely. You know what I'm saying? Because then you don't know what type of energy you're gonna put out at that time. Because you could be feeling like I don't know if you can hear this dude over there cutting grass, but
Yeah.
but it's like you can literally get to the point where you lashing out bad energy to where it's like it can affect somebody beside you on how they perform or knock off the whole energy flow of practice and stuff like that. So you just gotta learn how to channel it out into segments of what you're doing in parts of the day. So that's that's one thing I can say that really helped me out of talking to people. Like I had so many different conversations with Coach Sammy Joseph. I know you probably remember Coach
Yeah,
Sam.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to
Like,
him. Yeah.
me and him just sit there and chop it up during that whole year. Like, he used to come out to the side, chop it up at practice. I used to be like, man, bro, like I feel like I'm doing this, but I'm not getting this. And then he'd be like, nah, don't worry about it. You know how he talk, like, don't worry about it. Like, it's gonna be all good. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. And, like, he used to always just keep telling me, you're a pro before you really a pro already. Just keep like he used to say that every day, like every time. Like, me, I'm just like, man, I gotta get it, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. I can't just, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just feeling so much emotion at the time.
And then you also going through a lot, and a lot of times it's hard to like it's always better to look back on things, but in the moment, like
Yeah,
like a lot of stuff is going on. So like, how can you say you're gonna react better when you're not in that moment in that specific time?
yeah.
So I see both aspects for sure. And Sigo, let's talk about this. Let's transition.
Uh,
Going back home, man, what would you say your rating your overall experience of going back home and your overall experience at Memphis? How was both of them experiences?
Man, the experience. So I'm gonna start off with Memphis since we
Yeah,
already.
go. Yeah, since we already
My
talked.
my experience at Memphis was everything I will always have probably needed in my life. Like just being able to be out there in the world on my own. Like this is my first time really being away from home. Really like by myself, taking care of myself. Family, it's not too much family around, like except for the people that I've made family connections with, like you, Taj, Drake. like everybody that you see me with come across during our time being at Memphis. Calvin Austin, Demonte Cosi, Antonio Gibson, like naming all the guys that's in the league, Kenny Gainwell, Dylan Parham, like all these names, bro, like you can just name. Like it took me down the path of realizing who I am as a person. Like, am I a person that's gonna always be down for everything, or am I a person that's gonna have morals? Am I a person that's gonna have this, that, and the third going on? Am I always gonna be around certain crowds? Am I gonna? It just really shaped me around seeing who I'm gonna be in the future. So I could say that being in Memphis, it really showed me everything that I really needed. And when I came home, it made me see everything in a different perspective. Then, like being at home, you just feel like, man, I'm safe. I'm this, that, and the third. Like I'm around the crib. But now that I've been away from the crib and seeing the experience so much and came back home, it's like I'm seeing kind of the same things, but just in a different perspective to the point
Yeah.
where it's like, well, I used to be able to chill with this person, or I used to be able to kick it, you know what I'm saying, chill, stuff like that. But now I understand the atmosphere they're in, or the environment that it's been around, or like the energy that it can give off, the perception that it can be seen by, or things like that. So now it's like I'm more like, okay, when I come home, just be more with my family, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Or if it's if I'm gonna kick it with certain people, I'm gonna be around at a certain amount of time, and they be like, okay, I'll see you guys later. I gotta handle my own business, stuff like that. Just really just seeing everything from a different perspective. Now it made that coming home being more of like, okay, I'm comfortable being at home again, being around family because we was going through a hard time. So it's just like coming home was another thing too to help bring back that confidence booster, if you could say that, which I always have confidence in everything I do, but it's just like the emotional confidence that having that on that side of things, because I didn't like during that time when I was in like the 2022 season, like during that time my confidence was high, but it was just like I used to always question myself instead of just trusting what God had for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like coming home, I'm actually around more of my family. I'm spiritually connected with my family. It's I can really get hands put on me, talk real physical conversation instead of being like I'm so far away and I gotta try to receive all that and take it throughout my day without, being like, okay, you got it.
Conversation.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, yeah. And man, it's just grateful to be going through what I did. It sounds crazy. I'm grateful for everything that I went through, but it's just like it really shaped me out to be the person I am today, bro. And I'm truly grateful.
Man, I'm truly grateful too because I could see the growth in you, and whoever do give you a chance and opportunity,
Yeah, man.
they 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 won't regret it, and also knowing who you are, knowing the person who you are, knowing how hard you work, you know,
Hmm.
I know you're gonna give it all you can, and you
Hmm.
want to do what needs to be done.
Facts. Facts.
So I'm not worried about that. Cinco, closing out this interview, man. It of course always good to talk to you.
Oh yeah.
What are we always end the show with goals, right? What
Hmm.
are three goals you have for yourself, man? It can be on the field, off the field. What are your goals?
Number one, still getting is still the 1815. They don't know nothing about that, man. That's gonna soon to come, bro.
Hey, 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 hey.
On to come.
It will come. It will come.
Number two, I'm gonna actually switch that around. Number one, I'm gonna continue with my growth and learning and getting that relationship with God. Number two, 1815. And number three is just being the best version of myself, still growing and being the best version of myself each and every day. Like that's a goal I can constantly chase every day. Like that goal ain't gonna never change. It's gonna always be what can you do better each and every day to make myself be the best me that I can be. So it's just those main three: being getting my relationship God, the 18, 15, and just being the best version of myself. Because that's a goal. Those three goals can never end. The first one and the third one. The second one can always change. One in the middle can always change. But the first and the third, those ain't gonna never change.
Sure. Man, thank you again for coming on the show, man. That's Javon Ivory. Be on the lookout for him. Go follow him. Hey, man, and he's up next. And this is Under the Hood Sports. We are out of here.